We're back again, another week of Cincy game hunting. We are going to Goodwill to start off this week and see if we can find anything. I didn't go to any of the Goodwills around this area because we had just gotten back from our trip to Missouri. We were gone for a week, so hopefully there's fresh stuff there. That was pretty successful. I ended up putting that Jack 3 game back because I realized that I just bought the Jack collection on PS3 the other day for like $3-4, I don't remember. But I have all the games on there, so what's the point of buying the PS2 version if I've already got the other ones? And it's really not that worth that much. They wanted $5 for it. I think it's worth around $10. So, and like, unless it's a game that's like worth 3 times as much as what I paid for it, I can't even really trade it in for anything more than what I bought it for, so defeats the point. Anyway, we picked up 4 games. As you saw in the video, there were some Genesis games in there. We picked up Nigel Mansell's IndyCar, or excuse me, Newman Haas IndyCar with Nigel Mansell. It's not worth a ton. It was only $3, and it was complete in case, so, and it goes for around 9 or 10. And we also picked up NHL 94. It's the best NHL game on the Genesis, bar none. It is missing the manual, but it still will go for around between $15 and $18 in that condition. So pretty sweet there. We also picked up a couple of PlayStation games. Tony Hawk Underground. I got this for $3. Oh, no, this one's for $5. Ends worth about $20. And as you all should know by now, the NFL and NBA Street games are worth a good chunk. This for about $30. I bought it for $3. Yeah, if you see any of the NFL or NBA Street games, now I want a caveat there. The Xbox versions are not worth a lot. The GameCube and the PS2 versions are the ones that are worth a good chunk. So keep your eye out for those. Like I said, $3 for that one, and it's worth about $30. I think I already have the Xbox version, so I may use that one as trade, or maybe an eBay sale or whatnot, but I couldn't pass that one up. It was a $30 game for $3. See what we get next. So I honestly have not found a single game at that St. Vincent de Paul in probably a month. But the only reason I keep coming back to it is the same reason that I got today. I can find systems here for cheap. I've bought PlayStation 2s here for $7. I bought Wii's here for $5, and I bought a 360 once for $8. So this one was $20, but it had everything in it. If you saw in the video, we grabbed, if I can get it out of the bag, a Nintendo Wii for $20, and it has a pink Wii Motion Plus controller in it. So what I'll probably do is, I don't think I need another Wii. I'll probably take it in, test it out, finding out there's a mystery game inside. That's one thing I love doing when I get new systems, is powering it up and seeing if there's a game stuck inside. I found some cool ones and stuff. I found Mario Kart Wii one time. I found a Wii Sports a couple times. And it's just it's a crapshoot. A lot of times people just leave their games in there. And there's sometimes where I found that somebody didn't delete their their hard drive, and they had a bunch of downloaded games on the hard drive. So we systems are kind of a crapshoot when you pick them up. You don't know what you're going to get. But I've never had one not work so far. So fingers crossed. But I mainly got it for that Wii Motion Plus controller. I can sell the system, get all the money back, and keep the remote. And I'll probably just throw one of my older regular Wiimotes in there with it. So yeah, pretty sweet. 20 bucks. And I'm sure Wii's are going for about 50 right now. And the Motion Plus controllers are going between 20 and 30 sometimes nowadays. So good deal, good find. Let's keep it rolling. So that was pretty sweet. I don't know if any of y'all know this, but that IHRA Drag Racing Sportsman Edition is kind of a rare game. The PlayStation 2 version is not that much, but the Xbox version is very expensive. It is around a $60, $65 game, and we picked it up for $2. It was marked as $4, but it was half off day for games. So $2 for IHRA Drag Racing Sportsman Edition. And like I said, $60, $65 game. I almost lost it when I saw that in the shelf. I actually thought I saw it like 5 or 6 times, and it was always the PlayStation version. So pretty cool, pretty awesome pickup, and we'll keep it on rolling. All right, so I was over on the north side of town because I needed to go over to a GameStop over there that I was trying to find Link's Awakening on the Switch brand new, and I had a whole bunch of GameStop trade credit and rewards saved up. So I figured I'd sneak over there and grab it real quick, and I ended up, after all my trade credit rewards and all that, I bought it for $17, so that's pretty sweet. And I was over by that Walmart that I always find good clearance games at, so I figured I'd sneak in there real quick. And I did find some games. I got 3 games. First of all, we got Minecraft on the Wii U. This goes for about 30 bucks brand new. I bought it for 11. All these games were not marked, and I've had really good luck recently finding games and having them scan them to see how much they are, and they end up being super cheap. We also picked up Hey Pikmin on the 3DS. Once again, $11 on this one. And last but not least, picked up Metroid Samus Returns. I've almost picked this game up like 4 times, but every time I find it, it's like $20, $25, and I'm like, it's a little too expensive. 11 bucks today. And I said, always check if you see a game that doesn't have a price tag on it, have somebody scan it. I found 2 Wii U games in the last probably week and a half that were $1 a piece. And granted, they weren't great titles, but they were Wii U games brand new for $1. And I even found a 360 game for $1 when I was out in Missouri. So it's always worth it to ask. You never know what you're going to end up getting. So yeah, good deals over at Walmart, and finagled a deal over at GameStop as well. So pretty sweet. Moving on. All right, my wife had to make a run to Meijer to grab a couple of things, and I couldn't pass up the chance to sneak over to the game section and see if there's any clearance games, and I was not disappointed. There were a ton of games on clearance at that Meijer. We picked up 3 Switch games and an Xbox One game, and equaled out to about $10 a game. It was pretty sweet. First of all, we got Constructor Plus. Which is funny because it's one of those that says download code only. Why are you bothering putting a physical case out when you're not actually going to put a cartridge in it? I mean, it was $5, so I'm not going to complain, but I just always think it's funny when I see the one that says download code only. But $5 for Constructor Plus, it's like a SimCity type game. We also picked up the Lego Movie 2 for $12.50. I love picking up Lego games. Me and my son can play them usually together. So yeah, $12.50 for another Switch game. Then we picked up, I was surprised to see this one on sale, Monster Hunter Generations for $15. It's about the highest I will go for a game at any system right now. 15 is kind of like the highest I will do it for anything at all. And I figured for Monster Hunter that'd be worth it. I think this goes for like around $30, $40 brand new, so that was pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. And last but not least, we got Transformers Destructor, I think. No, Transformers Devastation, excuse me. And it looks pretty cool. The art style in this game looks pretty awesome. It's like the old cartoony, cel-shaded graphics, so that'll be pretty fun. Ended up being $10. And yeah, love cheap games at Meijer. We've been pretty lucky in recent days and recent weeks of finding a bunch of clearance games, so hopefully it keeps up and we'll keep on getting cheap games. Oh, there was one more thing I forgot to mention too. We actually went up to Hamilton today. My wife wanted to hit up a bakery up there, and I had found something on Facebook Marketplace that I've actually been looking for quite a while. It's Pikmin 2. I wanted the GameCube version, but I'll take the Wii version. I'm fine with that. But this game has gotten really expensive. I think the GameCube version is going for close to $80 now. So the Wii version, I think, is going for around $40, and I picked this up for $20. And I usually don't do Facebook Marketplace, but I really wanted this game. I've been looking for it for a while, and just haven't been able to find it. So it worked out that I was in that town anyway. We picked it up. Alright guys, I was traveling through Kentucky and I happened to look up at the family video sign that said the store was closing. So that stinks. Unfortunately for them, it's a store closing and video stores are kind of in short supply in the first place. But it means there's a clearance sale going on, so we stopped by real quick and grabbed a couple of games. Unfortunately, all the Switch games had already been moved to another store, and there weren't a lot of PS4 and Xbox One games that I was really interested in there. I did pick up 4 games. They were all marked at $2.99 a piece, but the $2.99 games were all 2 for $4. So I got 4 games for $8 and picked up 1 game on the Wii. It was Trauma Center New Blood. I played this, I think, the sequel to this game one time, and it was kind of hard. It's just all about like doing surgical procedures and stuff. It's an Atlas game, so they're kind of limited run games. I feel like Atlas games, but I guess this one only goes for like $8 or so. It's not bad though. I figured I'd try this one out and see if it's any easier than the other one. We also picked up on the PS3 Lost Planet 3. From the looks of it, it kind of reminds me of a Mass Effect type game, but I think I have the original Lost Planet game, and I haven't had a chance to get around to it yet. We also picked up Alpha Protocol on the PS3. I just watched a Metal Jesus episode where he was talking about his favorite 360 games, and this was one of the ones he listed. I got the PS3 version because it was kind of in better shape, but I'm willing to try that one out. And last but not least, picked up Connect Rush on the 360. Now, I already have Rush on the Xbox One because it doesn't require the connector to the Xbox One. So I'm probably gonna flip this to a game store or just sell it, and it's still worth like $20, so I bought it for 2. So anyway, guys, I think it's probably gonna wrap it up for this week. Thanks for coming out with me, and until next time, keep hunting.